In today's video, we're going to talk about Morgan Rielly's status with the Toronto Maple Leafs heading into not this upcoming season, but the season after, as his 6-year, $30 million deal will be coming to an end after this following season, as his annual cap hit is at $5 million. So he's definitely going to be getting a raise following the season. When we look around the league and the contracts that have been given out by these teams to the players, dating back to free agency of last year, we saw Pietrangelo get a 7-year, $61.6 million contract. And even on the Maple Leafs themselves, even though Morgan Rielly is their number one defenseman, he's not even their highest paid defenseman at the moment. That title goes to Jake Muzzin, who's getting a little over $5.5 million a year. He's tied with TJ Brodie as the second highest defenseman at $5 million per season. Even in recent weeks, we've been seeing these top-end defensemen get this high dollar value in the market. Darnell Nurse, who was with the Edmonton Oilers, got an 8-year deal at $74 million, which comes to about a cap hit of $9.25 million per season. We saw Zach Werenski get a 6-year, $57.5 million contract, which is about $9.5833 million per year. Dougie Hamilton got a 7-year, $63 million contract, about $9 million a season. Cale Makar got 6 years, $54 million, also $9 million a season. Seth Jones, who got traded to the Blackhawks, got 8 years, $76 million at about $9.5 million per year. And then Miro Heiskanen got an 8-year, $67.6 million contract, which is about a cap hit of $8.45 million per season. Now, majority of these defensemen are in their early 20s to mid 20s. Darnell Nurse, Dougie Hamilton, Seth Jones are those defensemen in their late 20s, which Morgan Rielly more falls into that category. So based on just that alone, his next contract could be anywhere between that $9 to $9.5 million, and that's definitely out of the price range for the Toronto Maple Leafs if we do see the cap staying flat. Obviously, there's been reports that we could see the cap going up just a little bit to about 82.5, but that's only a $1 million increase from where it's at right now at 81.5. So does the money work for the Maple Leafs with the roster that they constructed right now, with that top four core and their forward depth being already set in stone for the upcoming couple of seasons? There's going to have to be some maneuvering around in that category itself for the Leafs to be able to offer Morgan Rielly that kind of money. So the question lies, do the Leafs go with the same scenario that they played out with Zach Hyman last year, where they try to win it all this year and allow for the possibility where Morgan Rielly could potentially walk for nothing, or come back to Rielly with a hometown discount that he might end up taking? So if you're the Maple Leafs, what do? Do you go ahead and trade Morgan Rielly and recoup some assets before he walks in free agency next year? Or do you try to sign him at that $8 million plus deal per season for anywhere up to 8 years? These are some questions that Kyle Dubas and company will have to answer in the upcoming weeks heading into the season even.